Eliud Owalo is a Kenyan economist, management consultant, and political strategist whose career has evolved from academia and private sector consulting into the highest levels of public service and national politics. Known for his expertise in economic planning, organizational reform, and performance management, he has served as a cabinet secretary, senior presidential aide, and as of 2026, an aspirant for the 2027 Kenyan presidency. Born in 1967 in Asembo, Rarieda District, Siaya County, Eliud Owalo describes his upbringing as modest and firmly grounded in discipline, faith, and education. He was raised in a household shaped by strong religious and intellectual values. His father, the Most Reverend Archbishop Gideon Charles Owalo, was a prominent leader of the Nomia Luo Church and had earlier worked as a teacher at Kisii School and Miranda High School before entering full-time ministry. Owalo has often spoken of his parents' influence, particularly his mother's quiet guidance and moral support, though she has largely remained out of the public spotlight. Details about his siblings are kept private, though he has acknowledged the responsibilities he carried as a member of a larger family. Owalo's formal education began at a local primary school in Asembo before he joined Maseno National School for his O-level studies. He later proceeded to St. Mary's School, Yala, for his A-level education, where he distinguished himself both academically and as a student leader, serving as a head student. His leadership abilities and interest in governance were evident from an early age. He went on to pursue higher education at Kenyatta University, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts honors in Economics and Business Studies, graduating with second-class honors upper division. Determined to deepen his expertise in management and organizational leadership, he later obtained a Master of Business Administration (MBA) in Human Resource Management from the University of Nairobi. By 2026, Owalo was also a PhD candidate in strategic management at the University of Nairobi, having entered the thesis stage of his doctoral studies in early 2025. In addition to his academic qualifications, Owalo holds several professional certifications. He is a Fellow of the Institute of Human Resource Management, FIHRM, and a Fellow of the Economists Society of Kenya, FESK. He is also a full member of the Kenya Institute of Management, KIM, and belongs to other professional bodies, reflecting his standing within Kenya's management and economics profession. Owalo's professional career spans more than 2 decades. In 2001, he founded Eliud and Associates M&A Management Consultants, an international consulting firm through which he built a reputation as a leading economist and strategy expert. Over the years, he specialized in macro and microeconomics, strategic planning, organizational restructuring, and performance management. Through E&A, he led the development of more than 50 strategic plans for major public and private institutions, including the National Treasury, Kenya Revenue Authority, and Kenya Ports Authority. This long consultancy career became the foundation of both his professional influence and personal wealth. His transition into public service brought him closer to the center of national policymaking. He served as a director and council member at the Kenya School of Government, contributing to leadership training and public sector reforms. His national profile rose significantly after the 2022 general election, when President William Ruto appointed him Cabinet Secretary for Information, Communications, and the Digital Economy. From October 2022 until July 2024, Owalo oversaw Kenya's digital transformation agenda, including e-government services and ICT policy, during a period of rapid technological change and public scrutiny. Following the dissolution of the cabinet in July 2024, Owalo was appointed Deputy Chief of Staff in the Executive Office of the President, with responsibility for performance and delivery management. In this role, which he held from August 2024 to January 2026, he was tasked with tracking government efficiency and ensuring the implementation of presidential priorities. However, on January 11, 2026, he resigned from the position to pursue his own political ambitions. Owalo's political career has been closely tied to strategy and campaign management. He has worked as a senior advisor to several of Kenya's leading political figures. In 2013, he served as head of the Presidential Campaign Secretariat and chief campaign manager for Raila Odinga. He later briefly advised Musalia Mudavadi and the Amani National Congress, ANC. Ahead of the 2022 elections, he aligned with William Ruto, serving on the Kenya Kwanza Economic Advisory Team and as Deputy Secretary General for Policy and Strategy within the United Democratic Alliance, UDA. In January 2026, Owalo formally declared his intention to contest the 2027 Kenyan presidential election, announcing plans to form a new political party. His declaration marked a dramatic shift from senior government insider to challenger of the very administration he had served, attracting both attention and criticism. Supporters framed the move as principled and courageous, while critics dismissed it as unrealistic or strategic posturing aimed at influencing regional politics in Nyanza. Beyond politics and government, Owalo is active in sports and philanthropy. He serves as the patron of Gor Mahia Football Club, one of Kenya's most successful football teams. He also founded the Eliud Owalo Foundation, which coordinates philanthropic initiatives in health, education, women's empowerment, and sports, particularly in underserved urban settlements and rural communities. Owalo is married to Jacqueline Muga Owalo, an economist and finance professional. She has worked as a general manager at Eliud and Associates and, in July 2023, was appointed to the board of the Development Bank of Kenya by the National Treasury. She holds a Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Sociology from Egerton University and an MBA in Finance from USIU Africa. Together, they have 3 children, Michelle, Yvonne, and Paul. Owalo frequently describes himself as a family man and occasionally shares reflections on family life during holidays and public celebrations. His personal life is deeply rooted in Christian faith, and he remains an active member of the Nomia Luo Church, continuing the spiritual legacy of his father. In financial terms, Owalo declared a net worth of approximately Kenya shillings 645 million during his parliamentary vetting in October 2022. He attributed this wealth to decades of consultancy work and investments in real estate, hospitality, land, and agriculture. His declared assets included a Nairobi residence valued at Kenya shillings 120 million, an upcountry home in Asembo worth Kenya shillings 70 million, rural land holdings valued at Kenya shillings 200 million, a hotel project valued at Kenya shillings 80 million with a projected completion value of Kenya shillings 293 million, commercial tree planting investments worth about Kenya shillings 160 million, and 4 vehicles valued at approximately Kenya shillings 15 million. As of early 2026, no updated public financial declaration had been released. Owalo's career has also attracted controversy. In 2013, while managing Raila Odinga's campaign, he was questioned over allegations of plotting to destabilize the government, claims he denied, and which were widely viewed as politically motivated. In July 2023, during his tenure as ICT Cabinet Secretary, the government's e-Citizen platform suffered a cyber breach, raising concerns about data security amid the push for digital payments. His January 2026 resignation and immediate presidential bid sparked accusations that he was a political project or decoy intended to weaken opposition strongholds. He also publicly dismissed claims of secret political alliances following the 2024 impeachment of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Overall, Eliud Owalo's biography is defined by intellectual ambition, strategic thinking, and political risk-taking. From a humble upbringing in Asembo to the corridors of State House and the national political arena, his journey reflects a blend of technocratic expertise, personal conviction, and an enduring desire to shape Kenya's economic and political future.